Have you ever noticed how someone else's emotional state can directly impact yours? Maybe you've been around somebody who's experiencing anxiety and suddenly your own anxiety starts to rise. Or perhaps they're feeling sad and just by spending time with them, you begin to feel sad and heavy as well. Or maybe they're excited, and as they're excited, it's contagious and you join in that excitement, experiencing that yourself as well. The reason this happens is because we're made with empathy, the ability to recognize and respond to the emotional state of another. However, many times we're tempted to try to resolve their emotional state or to bring it back to homeostasis in order to bring ourselves back to homeostasis. And it's so important that you, one, acknowledge that the emotional state began with them. It's important to ask yourself, wait a minute, what was I feeling before I was with them? So that you can begin to separate yourself from them a little bit. And it's important that your second response is to regulate your own emotions. Rather than to try to regulate yourself through regulating theirs, it's important that we regulate ourselves first so that we can share our emotional state, so we can share our calm, we can share our hope, we can share our peace with another person. And if you have a hard time regulating your emotions so that you can help co-regulate someone else, you can always step away for a minute and say, can I have just a moment? Or perhaps you can just begin to breathe deeply and to lower your tone and to slow your speech so that you can begin to calm your own nervous system. You can always shoot a quick prayer asking God to help you so that you recognize that there's actually something internal that you need to do before you try to calm the other person or help them regulate. You've probably been in an airplane before, and if you have, you've heard the stewardess give the instructions about putting on your own oxygen mask before you put it on someone else. And this is true emotionally. We need to make sure that we are in a stabilized place before we can then begin to offer stability to another person.